Hello, everyone. It is Cinephile Mike, your friendly neighborhood cinephile, and happy Super Bowl Sunday to everyone. If you are a sports fan, and especially if your team is playing today, may your team be victorious. And for the rest of you, whether it is your team or not, if you're at your parties, may the pool odds be in your favor. For me, however, I am here to continue on the 95 Days of Award Season posts with day 67, and today is the end of Documentary Week +1, and we wrap up with Brett Morgen's kaleidoscopic telling of the man behind Ziggy Stardust, David Bowie, in Moonage Daydream. Shortlisted for Best Documentary at the Oscars and nominated for the BAFTA, Moonage Daydream is an intimate look at David Bowie, the creator. Not just the musician, not just the actor, not just the artist, but all of them. And all of the characters and the persona that he has embellished and used to create and entertain us and audiences for over 40 years. Now, eschewing the traditional documentary form, Morgen tells his story by presenting various performances and behind-the-scenes footage of Bowie and intercutting narration from archival Bowie interviews and commentary, as opposed to a more traditional form of interviewing people about Bowie and the impact. Additionally, instead of going chronologically from early life to his unfortunate death a few years ago, Morgen opens with a Ziggy Stardust performance, and we learn how elements of Bowie's life throughout archival footage in the interviews and how those events may have caused him to create the things that he created. So we're getting it right from the subject's own mouth through a catalog of his work, including over 40 songs that are incorporated into this film. We see the impact that Bowie's travels throughout the world, America, Europe, Asia, how all of this impacted his music from his glam rock days of the 80s to the reimagined suit-wearing persona of the 80s and beyond. In fact, without any current interview footage or discussion from individuals about his impact, Morgen allows the viewer to make their own opinion on Bowie's impact and see just how beloved he was by his fans all over the world, which was evident from all of the concert performances that Morgen included. This film truly is a love letter to Bowie, and fans of him will absolutely love this raw, unfiltered look at the artist who enraptured so many. Also, if you're just a music fan with basic knowledge of Bowie's career, you will be able to appreciate what Morgen accomplished by weaving this story together. In fact, the reason we have so much unfiltered footage is that Moonage Daydream is the first documentary about Bowie that has been given the full support of Bowie's estate. However, I will say, if you are not a fan of Bowie, aside from some gorgeous visuals and the editing that Morgen did with this film, which was incredible, you will not feel invested after the 2 hours plus runtime. This, again, is a film for Bowie fans. For me, I know more of Bowie's work as an actor, more so than what he did as a musician, and unfortunately, the acting wasn't touched on as much as the other elements, though the parts of him as an artist and the artwork he created was fascinating to see. But I wanted a little bit more of actor Bowie to go along with artist and musician Bowie. So I give Morgen's Moonage Daydream a 4 out of 5 stars. Focusing on the career highs instead of the traditional chronological documentary was a nice approach. And again, the editing, there's not enough that can be said. What Morgen did here, the editing is phenomenal and an accomplishment in and of itself. Now, if you haven't seen Moonage Daydream as of yet, it is available for rental on most digital platforms. As of the time of this post, there is no streaming information that has been released. Released? Sorry. Now, ending with Moonage Daydream for this series of Documentary Week +1 served two purposes. Obviously, one, it was the end of the week, but also we are launching BAFTA week starting tomorrow. Or I guess you could say today was its soft launch, as Moonage Daydream was solely nominated for the BAFTA. But yes, starting tomorrow and for the next 7 days, the next 7 reviews are going to highlight films that have been solely nominated by the BAFTAs this year in various categories. So I hope you enjoyed the Documentary Week journey and will continue on with me through BAFTAs. See everyone tomorrow as we continue our journey. And until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying, take a break, and watch something new.